Hey everybody, what's going on? This is Brain Bean from the Brain Bean Gaming channel. I'm going to be bringing you guys some Doom multiplayer beta action here. If you guys have been missing out on some Unreal Tournament or some arena style shooters, then you guys are in luck because the multiplayer on Doom is fantastic and completely surpasses my expectations. You know, we've got Overwatch and we've got Battleborn and Doom all coming out around the same time. And while Overwatch and Battleborn have really good multiplayers as well, they're very team oriented. So it's nice to be able to play something that is all, you know, the classic lone wolf arena style shooter, and it really scratches that itch because I personally am a huge fan of Unreal Tournament. Love these kind of shooters, grew up on it, grew up playing Doom. 7-year-old me binge playing Doom, drinking Surge, staying up way too late, and then having horrifying nightmares for weeks. I wouldn't change a thing.
3, 2, 1.
So you can see here we've got custom loadouts. You can have up to 3 custom loadouts. You can set any combination of guns that you want to use. You can swap between those guns very effortlessly for some really nice combos, and you'll see me using some of those here with the shotgun and the rocket launcher. You can double jump, you can scale over things, very fluid motion, and that's one thing that the development team have been talking about for quite a while, is that you can kind of jump around and scale things and move around very quickly. You will make use of power-ups. There's things like quad damage, haste that makes you run much faster. You see there's armor pickups, health pickups, ammo pickups. You also notice that you can you have these different hacks that you can use. They'll do things like show you the enemy's health, tell you the respawn time on different power-ups, things like that. So it's very useful, and you unlock those as you level up your character. Speaking of leveling up, you will also level up different upgrades, cosmetic upgrades, mainly different armor pieces, different patterns, different skins for your guns, different color options, so things like that, which makes your character a little bit more unique. And there's actually quite a bit of customization. Like I said, I'm very impressed so far with Doom's multiplayer, and it's a lot more than I really expected from them, being that Doom is typically, you know, they have had multiplayer that's like, it's okay. But their single player has always been where it really shines. So if the multiplayer is this good, I am just really stoked to see what the single player is going to be like, because if the multiplayer is any indication, the single player is going to be insane. So what do you guys think? Like I said, we got Battleborn, we got Overwatch, and Doom coming out at the same time, and while it's not completely fair to put Doom in the same category, because Battleborn and Overwatch are both MOBA style FPS games, team oriented gameplay, got the RPG elements in Battleborn, and really comparing any of them is not entirely fair because they're not the same. But we know everyone is going to compare Battleborn to Overwatch. Both have different MOBA style heroes, both team based gameplay. If I had to personally rank all three after playing all of their betas, which I have, I would say Overwatch is going to take the #1 spot due to polish. Overwatch knows what kind of game it is and what kind of game it wanted to be right off the bat. It's also $40 compared to the $60 for the other ones, which is going to give it a bit of an edge. And then Doom would be #2. That's because, as you can see, for me at least, the multiplayer is way better than I expected. We know that people are going to be getting it for the single player anyway. And to be honest, after playing the Battleborn beta, while it's a lot of fun, I feel like Battleborn still doesn't really know what kind of game it wants to be. It's a mashup of a lot of different types of games, and while it's a good game overall, it doesn't particularly do any of the things like super well. So I think, you know, if they dial some things in there, you know, it's a Gearbox game, it's hilarious. The story that I played, the campaign, was fun, but it's got this like Destiny style loot system, but the way you upgrade your character is like unique to each level, and it resets, and you know, it's cool, especially in that MOBA vein. That's appropriate, but you know, it'll be interesting to see like progressing through the game more, because the beta doesn't really give you a whole lot to do. So, you know, who knows? I'll probably be buying all three anyways, just to be giving you guys some coverage on all these different games. So let's get back to Doom. You know, you can see that this game is running really, really well. The engine is performing beautifully. Carmack, you know, had been stating that he wants this game to run 60 FPS on all systems. Of course, playing on PC, that's something that we can expect from any decent rig. Consoles don't really care. PC Master Race. So, you know, I think that they'll probably be able to squeeze a decent frame rate, though, if it's real efficient. You can see here transforming into a Revenant. So there's these different, I forget even what they're called, like demon power-up that you pick up. And it will transform you into this demon, which is incredibly powerful. You'll run around the map. You're relatively hard to kill, and that's pretty much because you just give everybody the second you see them. You can see these dudes. They don't stand a chance. I think this is a really interesting system to add to the game, and it really kind of gives another dimension to that arena style gameplay that we all really know. But having something like this just makes it a little bit more interesting, like kind of, you know, throwing in that like vehicle almost, if you will. So I certainly had a blast getting the power up and going around the map and just kicking the shit out of all these guys. So this beta is going to be going on for a couple of days. I highly recommend you guys jump on Steam, download it now. It's free, it's a blast, very easy to get into, and just start having some fun. The matchmaking system is very, very quick, and any of you guys that are playing the Battleborn beta right now, you'll know that matchmaking takes for freaking ever. You'd be waiting up to like 5-10 minutes to get into a server. And this one, it's very seamless, very quick. You'll jump right into the action. The matches last about, I don't know, I would say like 10 minutes, which is a good amount of time. Battleborn story mode, man, it was like 40 minutes to finish that, and a record time for fastest completion on the first level for the story was like 35 minutes. So it takes a long time to play. Doom's definitely got that always been that more like fast-paced, just a run and gun sort of thing, which is really nice and refreshing to get in and play. Alright guys, so by now you've been able to form a little bit of an opinion. You've seen the gameplay. You've seen me play in this beta right now. Top multiplayer game of the summer. What's it gonna be? Well, the top obvious contenders are Overwatch and Battleborn. Now that is because these are going to be multiplayer MOBA style FPS games that have been tailored from the ground up to be a good multiplayer experience. That being said, after playing the Doom beta, this game is freaking awesome, and it's, you know, making me a little nostalgic for my old arena shooters. I love it. I think a lot of people are going to like it too. Will it dethrone those giants? Probably not. So let's have some fun. In the comments, let me know. Let's rank them 1 through 3. What do you think is going to be the top summer multiplayer game? For me, it's got to be Overwatch. Overwatch is polished already, just in playing the beta months ago. It's polished. It knows what kind of game it wants to be right off the bat. It's accessible at $40. And it's just being tailored as a great multiplayer experience. It doesn't have a single player campaign, but I think it's going to be like the top multiplayer game. For me, Doom would be second. After playing this, it's a blast. It's got plenty of progression with leveling up and getting different customizable things and stuff like that. And then Battleborn comes in at number 3 for me because I felt like it was all over the place for the beta. It doesn't know what kind of game it wants to be. It's like a mashup of like Destiny for single player that's not as good as Destiny. It's definitely got the Gearbox charm though. It's hilarious. I will say that. It is hilarious, and it was a lot of fun. I just would have liked to have seen, if we're going to go with that like single player aspect, that I think they should have kind of gone with that more, and more drops and customizable weapons and just stuff like that. The multiplayer for Battleborn was a lot of fun though, and I do like the leveling up on the fly and stuff. That really ties in with the MOBA aspect. Overwatch does not have that, but Overwatch, I feel like their classes are more defined and feel just a little bit more it's just more developed, I think. So you can see here a little bit of like the customization system for Doom, which is, it's really neat. You kind of unlock these different patterns and colors. In the armor, you unlock different types of like armor and gear and stuff like that. So anyways, I've given you guys a little bit of an idea of what it's like. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. Rank those games 1 through 3 for me. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see more. And as always, thanks for watching the Brain Bean Gaming channel.